morning, everyone. Welcome to Card Collectanea. This is Cindy. I'm back again with a video today, maybe two, I hope. Sorry I haven't been here for a while. Life gets busy. But today I wanted to make a wedding card, and I told myself that I was going to use up a few things, or at least use some more of them. So what you see here is a set of clear quote stickers by Cloud9 Design. I've had it for a long time. As you can tell, I've used most of them, but I've got a few left, and I wanted to use one of those today. And then I also have here a little charm cake. It's a Martha Stewart, and I've had these. It came in a set of, I don't know, 8 or 10 of them with a little ribbon that went with them, and they're really lovely. They're flat on the back, and they just work beautifully to put on a card. So I'm going to use those today. And I did use Cricut Planted School Book just to cut a square, and I'll tell you about that in a moment. So we're starting today with a card base, which is 4 by 5.5. It's from Paper Studio, and it's just white. And I'm going to add to it a silvery gray mat. Now, I think this is Coordinations. I got it from Joanne Fabrics. I've had it a number of for a while, and it's two-sided. On the one side it's a lighter silvery gray, and on the other side it's darker. They're both shimmery. I'm going to use the dark side today, and I cut that at 3/16 of an inch smaller than the card itself. And I like the 16th size because it's not quite, it just leaves a smaller border. So when you work that out, it's 3 3/16 by 5 5/16 at first. So that's, if you don't like to deal with 16ths, you can just use quarters. That's fine too. And then I added another mat to this, and this is a black and white print. It came in a packet of something, I don't know where I even got it for sure. I've had it for a while, but it's just a black and white print, and it's really a very pretty print. But I wanted to cut out a square to use as a little window for that charm. And so I went to Cricut, I found the square that's on Planted School Book, and it's in the last row on the keypad on the left. And I just used the center point feature. Now, if you've never used that, or if you're not really comfortable with it, it takes a moment just to figure it out, but it's not really hard. This is an 1.5 inch square, and remember that wherever you put your blade on the Cricut, and you're using the center point, that's exactly where that machine is going to start cutting. So I wanted 3/4 of an inch on either side of my blade, so that it would be, I'd have my room for my 1.5 inch square. So use some scrap paper and practice, but it won't take you long to figure it out. So I cut the square out of this printed paper, and I'm going to mount that on the back. And then I'm going to add that charm right in this window. So I'll go ahead and do that, and I'm going to use my ATG gun to put all this together, and then I'll be right back. Alright, when you put these all together, you end up with this little section right here. The black of the other mat shows through, and that's really a dark color to work with, and especially to put something silver on. So I wanted to add another mat behind there, so I cut a 1 inch square. I went right back to Cricut and cut the same square, only 1/2 inch smaller, and then I'm going to turn it on its diagonal like that. And then the charm will go here, and of course you need something to cover up the hole for the charm, and I'm going to put a little white bow right there, and that will just decorate it up well enough, I think. And then in the corner here, I wanted to add a little sentiment. This is written by the author John Updike, and it says, "We are most alive when we're in love." I'm going to use this, as I said, for a wedding card. But the nice thing about this, it's a plain and fairly simple design. You could put anything in this little square. and you could put any sentiment on it you wanted, change of the paper, and it could go from wedding to birthday to whatever baby, if you wanted to found a little rattle or something to put in that window. It's very versatile. So I'll put it together and I'll show you exactly what it would look like. And here's the completed card. I used a glue dot, or 2 of them, to put the charm onto the card and then the ribbon onto the charm, and then I just used ATG to, I mounted this clear sticker on a piece of white paper so that it would show up. And then I trimmed them both down and used my ATG gun to attach this sentiment to the card. So it's a simple card in many respects, but the charm with the window gives it a little bit of something different and just adds some elegance to it. Great day. Come back and watch my next video, which I hope will be in just a few minutes after this one goes up. So I appreciate your time. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you'd like to see next. And have a great and wonderful day. Thank you. Bye-bye.